I was born in the year 1633, the second son of King Charles I and Queen Henrietta Maria. From the moment I could walk, I was taught that duty to the crown was sacred, that loyalty to family was absolute, and that faith was the compass by which a man must steer his soul. I held to those lessons all my life, though they would one day cost me my throne. My youth was shaped by war and exile. I saw my father's kingdom torn apart by rebellion, his crown shattered, his blood spilled before his people. I was a prisoner for a time, then a wanderer across foreign lands, serving in the armies of France and Spain, learning the art of war and the bitterness of loss. When my brother Charles was restored to the throne in 1660, I returned with him, thankful at last to be home. Charles was a merry soul, light-hearted and forgiving, where I was grave and steadfast. We were brothers in affection, though different in nature. He trusted charm and laughter. I trusted discipline and order. I served him faithfully as Lord High Admiral, defending our coasts and rebuilding our navy. Yet there was one thing that divided us: religion. I had been raised in the Church of England, but in my heart I found peace only within the Church of Rome. My conversion to Catholicism in 1668 was no act of rebellion. It was an act of conscience. Still, I knew it would bring me trouble. England had long feared the shadow of Rome, and many saw my faith as a threat to their liberties. I did not share their fear. I believed that a man should serve God as he sees fit. When my brother died in 1685, I became king at the age of 51. I took the throne with confidence, believing that experience and duty would win me the trust of my people. For a brief time, it seemed so. Parliament welcomed me warmly, and I hoped to rule in peace. But I could not hide my faith, nor did I wish to. I sought to grant Catholics and Protestants alike the freedom to worship as their conscience allowed. I thought tolerance would strengthen the kingdom. Instead, it divided it. Early in my reign, rebellion tested my resolve. My late brother's illegitimate son, the Duke of Monmouth, raised an army against me. I met his forces at Sedgemoor and crushed the uprising. The punishment that followed was harsh, I will not deny it. Treason is a poison that must be cut from the body of a nation before it spreads. Yet even victory brought me little comfort, for I could feel the loyalty of my subjects beginning to fray. I placed Catholics in positions of power, men I trusted, men of ability, but this only deepened suspicion. When I issued my Declaration of Indulgence in 1687, granting freedom of worship to Catholics and dissenters, many in Parliament saw it as tyranny. They accused me of seeking to overturn the Church of England. I wished only to end persecution, yet they branded me a despot. The birth of my son, James Francis Edward, in the summer of 1688, should have been my joy, but instead it became my undoing. Until then, my Protestant daughter Mary, married to William of Orange, had been next in line to the throne. My son's birth meant a Catholic succession, and that my enemies would not endure. Whispers grew into conspiracy. Letters were sent across the sea to William, inviting him to rescue the nation from me. In November he came, an invasion under the guise of deliverance. My armies faltered, my nobles betrayed me, my own daughter Anne fled to join the enemy. I felt the ground slip from beneath my fur, the same way it had for my father before me. I would not let England see another king slain by his subjects. So, in the bitter cold of December 1688, I fled to France, seeking safety under my cousin, King Louis XIV. In exile, I prayed that God might yet restore me. I made one final attempt, landing in Ireland to rally those loyal to my cause. But I was defeated at the Battle of the Boyne in 1690 and forced to flee once more. My throne was gone, my kingdom lost, but my faith remained. I had been a king. Imperfect, perhaps, but faithful to my conscience and to my God. Let history judge me as it will. I did not betray England, I sought to heal it. But a nation fearful of freedom will always mistake tolerance for tyranny.